Hi, it's Snorgle. Welcome back to Peaceful Minecraft, where I'm heading in essentially a direction. Which direction? Where are we going? Headed this way. We just want that last number to go up, and as we explore the world of Minecraft with no mobs, no hostile mobs, nothing that wants to do us harm. We're just kind of chilling out and checking out the world of Minecraft. I'm a not complete noob to Minecraft, but I am pretty newbie. I've only been playing for a few months, and I really just want to explore. This is not my primary world. I have another world. I also do videos on that one. But I just wanted to, being new to Minecraft, I just want to check it out. I want to see everything I can and experience everything I can. I want to see all the different biomes. I want to see all the different things. I just want to experience it all. And sometimes it's nice not to have to worry about a bunch of gribblers trying to go after you or anything like that. Just hanging out, heading in a single direction, essentially. See if we can see. I'm pretty loose about that heading in a single direction. I just want that last. Let's see. We'll head over here because I think it's gonna be a little bit easier. Oh, there we go. And okay. Yeah, we just want that last number to go up. Because if I don't put some artificial rule on that, I'll end up going around in circles. When I started this world on the 4th anniversary of my channel, and I went through and just went through Peaceful Minecraft and just reviewed every single game I ever played. Hundreds of games on this channel. As of this recording, over 1,900 videos. What was that? Something squeaked to me. Dolphin, I guess? Maybe. Yeah, so I just want to check this out. I'm very impressed with all the different biomes. I think it's very interesting. The consistency they get in the landscape, and yet the difference as you go to different places is really fascinating to me. I'm also 100% in love with how they do the procedural trees. I probably bring this up a lot, but because I really dig it. I really think it's really cool. Let's go this way and see if we can go this way a little bit. Man, the new Vibrant Visual update, it looks so good. The water is amazing. It really is. Let's see. Okay, that's not too bad. Kind of taking a little back roads here, if we can. Yeah, of course we can. Of course we can. And if we couldn't, we'd get out of the boat. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes you do have to get out of the boat. Literally and figuratively. Sometimes you have to get out of the boat, pack your boat away, put on some hiking shoes, and explore the world on your own pace. Which is what I'm doing here. Just moving along. Looking at everything I can, absorbing everything, trying to see every possible biome I can. Not sure I will. Kind of not the point. You know? Let's see. Can I get down there? There we go. When I was first playing Minecraft, this is just a couple of months ago, one of my first things, I was doing a thumbnail, so I didn't have it recorded, and I didn't know how to get in a boat, and I accidentally got in the boat. It was like, great. And then I didn't know how to get out of it. Then I accidentally got out of it. I didn't know how to swim. And so I sank to the bottom of the ocean, and like one of those gribblers that's underneath the water killed me. I genuinely thought it was so funny. It's just such a ludicrous thing. But, I'm so impressed with the Minecraft community because when that happened, I was fully expecting, someone in chat to go, oh, well, you're stupid. Everybody knows you toggle between J and Q and, while holding down the left shift or whatever, but it was so nice and so helpful, and they continue to be. I'm just so impressed with the Minecraft community. It's so wonderful. It's really heartening. Is that a word? Are we? Yeah, we're coming to the end of the day, so we'll probably bed down for the night. Find a good place to stop. Let's see. Can we go over here? Yeah. Does sun go down? Oh no, it's overhead. That's okay. We'll keep going this way. Why not? So in peaceful Minecraft, we don't have to eat. We certainly can die, but most things that could kill us sort of aren't going to kill us here. There's no hostile mobs, no gribblers. I mean, things can kill you. You can die, you can drown, of course. You die to lava. I saw one of those. I'm not sure how fast you die to lava, but I saw one of those partially completed nether portals. You know, the ones that are kind of broken or like old ones or something. And I saw one of those and oh, that's cool. Look at that tree. That's neat. I saw one of those and I had some obsidian from a village that I went to. And so I completed it and went to the nether because I was really curious what the nether was like in peaceful Minecraft. And it spawned me into lava. Which seems really unfair. I'm just going to say, you know. But it didn't kill me. I mean, I was able to finally get out of it and do whatever, walk out of it eventually and stuff, but it didn't kill me. But is this a, this is the Pale Forest, isn't it? It is. That's cool. I think I was watching Dan TDM and he went into the Pale Forest. This is a while ago when it was first out, and he they have these really terrifying creatures. I don't know what they're called. They're kind of like weeping angels in Doctor Who, where they don't move when you look at them, but when you don't look at them, they do move towards you. This is really cool. This doesn't quite look like the Pale Forest, though. Not sure what this is. Oh, maybe it's a swamp. Not sure. I don't think there's witches in the swamp. Probably a swamp. Try seeing a mushroom in a swamp. That's interesting. Yeah, froggy frogs. Hello. I'm kind of avoiding going to water because I always end up picking a bunch of lily pads, and I'm not a big fan of them. I mean, I don't have anything against them particularly, but I just don't need them, you know? Oh, well, whatever. I was a little bit earlier. I was on our Minecraft server. I have a Snorgle game Minecraft server. Oh my god! Did I get it? Did I get my boat? I don't think I did. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I did. Okay. Get rid of these. Okay. Get rid of that. Got a little bit of time to go. Sometimes it's nice just to travel along, experience the world, not have to min-max everything, you know. There was recently a update announced. The developers of Minecraft announced that they were having an update and they were going to make copper useful, which I thought was pretty good. Very controversial though. Many people who are OG Minecrafters thought it was very unnecessary. And again, like there were people who said, you know, I can have full diamond setup in an hour. And I don't doubt it, right? But that's kind of not who I am, you know? And it seems to me like, I feel like that copper being as only ornamentals, is a really missed opportunity in Minecraft. It's interesting to me that they do that. What, 15 years after they released the game? I think that's interesting. Come on, there we go. Nice. So I actually like this song quite a bit. I like all the music in Minecraft quite a bit, frankly. See, we're going this way? Yes. All right. And maybe I'll stop and make a base at some point. I don't know. I kind of would like to see something truly original. Should I go this way over there? That looks like a pain. We're gonna divert a little bit. I've done this before because sometimes you just don't feel like. Sometimes you don't feel like getting on top of a mountain, and just climbing it. Sometimes you feel like just not doing it. And that's what we're going to do this time. I think I see some open ocean maybe this way. So we're just going to head this way. See if we can find a slightly alternative route. Ooh, look at that. So is this swamp like... I'm really confused. I've been to a swamp before, but I don't recall it being so foggy. Man, I love this song. This way? Sure. This swamp is huge. Maybe it's not a swamp? If you know what this is and it's not a swamp, I thought the lily pads meant it was a swamp, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else that I haven't experienced before. So much I haven't experienced in Minecraft. I have so much to learn and to see and experience. It's like life, So much to do. Want to experience it all. Comes with risks, of course. You have to be. A lot of people have very high risk tolerance. Some people have a lower risk tolerance. You have to do what you're comfortable with. People have a very high risk tolerance don't understand people who don't have a high risk tolerance. There's nothing wrong either way, They're both just different sides of the same coin. Part of being human. Everybody's different and diverse. That's what makes meeting different people so interesting and cool. Meet people who you have very little in common with. Until you talk to them and realize maybe you have more in common with you thought, just in different ways you never really thought about. I've had that happen before. People you think, boy, I'm not sure I have anything to do with this person. And then you start talking a little more and you realize, you maybe have a lot more in common than you thought. Maybe you share some beliefs that are the same, or there's a kind of sense of humor. Or maybe just think this person's really cool, Several years ago when I met my bestie, I was doing a freelance gig, and I met her. I thought she was really cool. And she was telling me that she wanted to do a endurance test. She'd been a runner, jogging, nothing hardcore, just stay in shape, jogging to stay in shape. And she thought she wanted to do an endurance test. And I was thinking, okay, she's going to do a 5K or half marathon. Nope, Ironman. And she did it. Her goal was to do the Ironman, train for it. Never done anything like that before. Never ran a marathon. Never did anything like that before. Trained for it. And if you don't know what that is, look it up because it's just brutal. And it took her. I think it was. I want to say I don't know the exact numbers. It was there. You have like 17 or 18 hours to finish before they tear it down, and then your count time doesn't count. And she finished with 1 minute to spare. That's just somebody you got to know. It's like, that's so cool. Okay, what do we got going here? Keep going. I love the ambient sounds. I think it's really interesting when the developers choose to have music and when they don't. It seems, I don't think it's arbitrary. It it always seems like the music happens. I mean, sometimes maybe it's arbitrary, sometimes, but it seems like a lot of it happens when something meaningful is happening. But I suspect that is jump. Oh no, duck on it. Glad that wasn't I should be a little more careful because I actually could die. And it's not that big of a deal, but I would the thing I would regret the most is the obsidian I have on me, because I might make another portal. Hey, how's it going? I might make another portal and see if I can go through that someplace that maybe isn't lava. I'm curious. So I know there's no hostile mobs, and I think that's true in the Nether as well. I always think it's a little bit exciting. Come out here in the open ocean. There's nothing around. Can't see. You don't know that there's way off in the distance there's something. But like now we can start to see some shapes coming out here. But these are probably just tiny little islands before we get to some major landmass. I can't imagine doing this in real life. People do. People do this in real life. Very scary, it seems to me. I also think you have to be really confident in your sailing skills. You know, you have to really know what you were doing. I love the ambient sounds. I wonder who the Foley artists were for this. Who did the sound effects for this? They're very satisfying. Like I spoke about this before. The core mechanic of mining is one of the most satisfying and playful game mechanics ever made. And I mean that, like ever. This is why I'm 100% convinced that it's why Minecraft is the best-selling game ever. Like, I'm 100% convinced. Holy crap. Huh. Two of my neighbors appear to be racing their lawnmowers down the street. That's unusual. They seem to be having a good time, so good for them. I guess. Feels like a very King of the Hill moment. Okay. That looks interesting. Should we go check it out? Maybe. We'll keep going and see. Apparently there are ancient ruins. Love to see some. I think they're rare. I when I was doing this in one of the peaceful Minecraft live streams, we ran across a mansion. That was cool. Of course, no gribblers there. Nobody doing us any harm. Just a big empty mansion. Just a big empty mansion. Sure. Take to our feet for a little bit. A little walking. Oh, look at these flowers. So pretty. Oof. Could have ended in tears. My tears. Let's go ahead and swim across this. You do swim pretty fast underwater. I mentioned we have a Minecraft server on my Discord, the Snorgle Games Discord, and I'm so impressed with people who are Minecraft veterans. Everybody approaches things differently. They have one player who immediately started amassing supplies they needed, got enough obsidian and immediately built a portal to the Nether just right away. But then also started building a really solid base. That's the kind of base you'd look at and say, okay, I 100% see how this is going to evolve to those kind of bases you see people playing Minecraft for years, you know? And they have these amazing bases with tons of buildings and really useful things. And I can totally see how that would evolve into that. Like within a very short period of time, he had a bunch of cows in a corral, and he had a ton of wheat growing and his nether portal, and it's very impressive, very impressive. And someone else took a completely different tact. They also built another portal, because I guess that's important for whatever reason. But they also seem to do a lot more traveling, because I noticed on their abode, on their base, they had a bell, and I think bells are only available through villages. They also had a bunch of kitties, and I think kitties are only available in villages. I'm very impressed. Like just people taking completely different views and different ways of approaching kind of the same thing. It's kind of interesting. I'm really fascinated by people who are so good at something like a game that's just this complex. You know, it's interesting to me. And it also reminds me, I just have so much to learn. You know, I can't think of another game where I'm maybe 100+ hours in, and I still feel like a noob, and I honestly do. Like I legitimately do. I'm not just saying that. Like I genuinely feel like there's so much more for me to learn. Okay, there we go. Oops. Stop. Yeah, we'll do this. It's so complicated, and it kind of made me feel a little bit better when I mentioned Dan TDM. He apparently he stopped playing Minecraft for a while because he got a little burnt out and felt like he'd done everything, and he mentioned that he's trying a new playthrough, and he's playing vanilla Minecraft with no mods, and he's not going to look anything up. And I was like, he looked things up. I never thought he looked things up. I always thought he was just a walking encyclopedia. But no, he's an OG Minecrafter, but he has to look things up too. It was. Oh wait, hold it. We'll see if we can sleep here. Yeah, there we go. I thought it was very, very. Nope. Stop. It kind of renewed my faith. Okay, I'm not a total moron. I mean, maybe I am, but not in this case. Not because of this. Just because there's so much to do and so much to take in. And people who've been playing for a long time, I think, take for granted how much knowledge they've absorbed. And I think that's pretty normal for a lot of things. We're going to avoid going over that giant mountain if we can. Try to be more efficient. We're going to head over this way. See if we can maybe go through here. This looks maybe a little bit more hospitable. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more hospitable. Not quite as large of a mountain to climb. But you can see like things like this, like a little bit of bamboo here and there, but just the topography, how they do the land. It's the same, right? Because it's blocks, but it's also very different and very consistent in each biome. Even when it's the same type of biome in different places, it comes across as different. It's very impressive. I used to program games a very long time ago, and that type of thing is so difficult to pull off. It's legitimately extremely impressive. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, I think that was a good choice, not going over the mountain, because we kind of just skirted around it. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you can look at something and say, I want to go for this challenge. Go for the challenge, and part of it is getting that challenge, trying to beat it. And sometimes you're like, I don't think I'm going to get anything out of this. It's going to be effort, and I don't think it's going to do anything for me, so I'm going to skip. That's fine too. Let's see. Going up over here. I got some new headphones, and I'm liking them very much. They're super old school headphones. They're Sony's. They've been around. They're a really good reference headphone. You see them a lot in studios. But they sound amazing. They sound so great. I'm so pleased with them. And I got them at a really good deal too. I'm pretty frugal in general. Okay. Look at this. Looks like so cool. One thing I don't quite understand, maybe somebody who's more of a Minecraft person, why is it that everything else we hit, right? Everything else you hit this on, and the axe or whatever, pickaxe, anything, and it goes multiple times. You just hold it down and it goes multiple times. That's not the case with the boat. With the boat, you have to hit it continually hit it. I don't quite understand it. Can I get rid of these now? If there was someone else in this world, they come across. Why are there 24? Why are there 24 lily pads here? What the heck is going on? I'm gonna move this over here and move this down here. Okay, let's keep going. I wouldn't mind running across another village. I just like to see the different villages and how they're built, how they're procedurally generated. Oh, that's deep. Is that pig? That pig was flying. The heck? I'm say something happens when pig flies. Well, that pig was flying, and now I'm a little scared. Not gonna lie. Okay. Yeah. Like, look at that subtle change from the green of there to now suddenly we're like in the plains. Grass is a little yellower. Acacia trees now instead of oak. I'm gonna go around this. Pigs are a little more orange. Yeah, we'll go over this hill. Why not? Gotta be careful there. Okay. Oops. Nice. Hello. Hi, how you doing? Oof, that is a big drop. Holy cow. And see then another slight change here. The grass gets a little more green. Wow. Wow, look at that. This is just amazing. It really is. I just love soaking it in like this, you know? Well, we've gone 127,000 blocks. Haven't teleported or anything, just boating, walking, running sometimes. Sliding on ice in our boat. Go really fast, but it's terrifying. Man. I like the cows looking longingly out at the ocean. Cows, actually, in real life, extremely good swimmers. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we got time. Let's go. Again, this expansive ocean. Who knows what's in front of us? What's that over there? See that right there? What is that? Just a little island, maybe? I really like with the new vibrant visuals how they very slowly render things, and things off in the distance could have seemed like foggy, you know, like they're kind of behind mist. What is that? Could be a man. Looks like it. No, it's not. Looks like it because it's made of a voxel. Very blocky. Very blocky indeed. But this looks interesting coming up. I wouldn't mind another bamboo forest. I kind of dig seeing the pandas. It's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen a panda in real life, not even at the zoo. I don't like going to zoos. It depresses me. And I understand that zoos like are an important part, especially of animal preservation. Like I 100% get that. I just personally find it depressing. Oh, there was a dolphin following me. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to go down a little bit. Sun's going down. Sun's down. Fun's down. Hello. Hi, how are you? Okay. Hello. How are you? Screenshot maybe? Thumbnail? Maybe. Maybe, buddy. Sun is going down. Not quite ready to go down yet, but let's go over there. That looks neat. See right up here? This looks cool. I love that sound of the water just whooshing by. Very pleasant. Just the ambient sounds. When you go into a cave in Peaceful Minecraft, there's a distinct sense of liminal space. Very interesting. With no gribblers around or anything like that. It's a very odd experience. It's in some ways, it's creepier than standard Minecraft with the gribblers all running around trying to do your arm. Very interesting. I kind of like the planes in Minecraft like this. I think they capture the idea of the planes just brilliantly. I really do. There's another like giant shiitake mushroom. Interesting. Maybe we'll bed down for the night. So, what am I trying to accomplish with this playthrough? Not much. I just want to experience Minecraft. I want to experience the biomes. I want to see what there is to see. I want to see the animals there is to see. I'm sure there's a ton more about it. Look at this. I've never quite seen anything like it. But again, I have, right? They've just captured it so perfectly. This is so unique. And this only exists here. And in some ways, right now, at this moment, I mean, sure, we could come back here to this seed in this exact location, but it's not going to be the same. The sun's going down. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow. Really? So tomorrow we will venture forth, keep exploring the world. That will have to wait for the next video. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough of Peaceful Minecraft. I'm just exploring it, heading in one direction, trying to experience as much of the world as I can, being a relative noob to Minecraft. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time for more Peaceful Minecraft. See you next time.